Happy Devils Thursday! This is the Let's Go Devils podcast post-game. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with nobody because Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal had to work overtime today. So I'm going solo for post-game for the first time ever. We are streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube Live, and on the Primetime Radio Network. See, it's hard to do this thing solo. I feel like I'm in a stand-up routine right now. I had my stand-up routine, my background. See, I got the microphone right here. I'll be like, yeah, cracking jokes. How about that Taylor Hall? One goal in the whole season. Anyway, but yeah, so welcome everybody. Happy Devils Thursday. Big victory over the Buffalo Sabres. Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about all the good things that happened tonight. We're going to talk about all the bad things that happened tonight. We're going to talk about all the little things that happened tonight. We're going to talk about negative Devils fans, because I've been reading the posts on social media. Show me some love. Hello, Craig Best, Michael Hay, Mike Rossi, Stacy White, Richard Saleka, Rocco Bosis. Welcome to the Let's Go Devils podcast post-game. All right, let's go. Let's do the Happy Devils recap. I'll try to make it 5 minutes or less. Normally, Scotty does this. I'm just going to put a little music up just to get a little excitement. Devils on a 3-game losing streak going into Buffalo after losing to them then on Tuesday night. Lindy Ruff having full practices, trying to get everybody up to speed. But in the first period, Buffalo scores, make it 1-0. Sheehan from Olofsson, his second goal of the season on a backhand. Come on, Devils. You're already down 1-0 in the first period. Are you kidding me? This is not what we talked about on the Woo Report, which we will get to later, because we're going to talk about what they didn't do. But let's move on. Buffalo up 1-0 at the end of the first period. Where you got, seriously, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch. Were you depressed when the Devils were down 1-0 after the first period? I wasn't, because I saw some improvements. Little jump to their game. Okay. They have a little bit of a confidence issue. But going into the second period, oh, yeah. Remember Jesper Bratt? Yeah, he got his first goal of the season. 5:27 in. Assisted by Pavel Zacha, which extends his 8-game point streak. Zacha is hot. Oh, yeah. 2015 NHL Draft, 6th overall pick. He's starting to pay off dividends now, Devils fans. How about that? Pavel Zacha. Woo! He gets his 6th assist of the season. Score tied 1-1. All right, so I'm going to get my coach's clipboard. Give me 1 sec right here, because Buffalo, later in the second period, was on the power play. Now, let's go over this right now. This is from earlier today. It's kind of scribbled up. You see the front of the crease. Pretend that this zone is the defensive zone where the Devils are defending. The Buffalo's on the power play. You see this MAC blackout? This is the no fun zone. They're not allowed to have any fun here. You got that, Ryan Murray? We caught you. Leaving the forwards uncontested, unmolested, right in front of Mackenzie Blackwood. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. Buffalo scores a power play goal. Middlestat from Stahl and Miller. 8:03 in the second period on a backhand power play goal. You cannot leave forwards out there. New Jersey Devils. Devils down 2-1. Going into the third period. What are the Devils going to do? What are the Devils going to do? Well, we talked about the energy line. We talked about the Devils having depth. We talked about the grit on this team. We also talked about a lot of things. But the one thing we need to do as Devils fans, and I'll tell you, the one thing we need to do right now is we got to stick together. Because I'll tell you what, they're not the fourth line, they are the energy line. Also known as the BMW line. Miles Wood, Bastion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Mikey McLeod. And you know it, Beer Baron. You know it. I stalled just to give it a little bit of a punch. So, show me some love for Miles Wood, because Miles Wood comes through, 6th goal of the season, assisted by Gusev and Ty Smith. Game tie 2-2. Devils starting to get the momentum. Woo! As we move on, the captain, Nico Hischier, scores his first goal of the season. He's getting his legs back. It's probably going to take another 2 weeks, but he's getting his legs back after that injury. Assisted by Pavel Zacha, 2nd point of the night, his 7th assist of the year. Devils up 3-2. Devils up 3-2. We were all jumping for joy. I know you were, Whistler, on YouTube Live. I know you were, Mike Rossi. Oh, yeah. Danny, Alan, all joining us on the Let's Go Devils podcast post-game. All right. And then, oh, by the way, how awesome was when Miles Wood scored that power play goal, all caused by Taylor Hall, gets a 4-minute penalty, made Miles Wood bleed. Miles Wood was bleeding. Double minor to lead to that sequence. And then the Devils couldn't capitalize on the last 2 minutes of that extended power play. And Nico Hischier scoring his first goal. And I thought to myself, as that time was winding down on the 4-minute power play, I was like, hey, we got him where we want him. 5-on-5. But Sam Reinhart, no relation to me, scores his 7th goal of the season. Power play goal. Again, Ryan Murray. You left the guy in front of the net, in front of the crease. This is supposed to be a MAC blackout, a no fun zone. The Buffalo Sabres are not allowed to have any fun here. All right? We got to be repeating all this because the same problems are happening. It's not working. Why am I shouting? Because I'm saying the same thing. 3-3 tie. Devils and Sabres going to overtime towards the end of the third period there. All right, well, each team gets a point. So it was, but 3-on-3. Who scores the game-winning goal? Pavel Zacha, 5th of the season, assisted by Jesper Bratt. Ty Smith. Woo! I sense a little chemistry going here. Devils win 4-3 in overtime, beating the Buffalo Sabres. Well, let's go over the game stats. All right. Buffalo's power play was 2 for 4. Devils' power play 1 for 4. Sabres had a 56.4 percentage on the faceoffs. Devils 43.6. Devils had 40 shots on goal, 32 for the Sabres. Even on the hits, but hey, Sabres are blocking shots. 14 shots as opposed to the Devils 6. But that penalty kill is still a problem. Although I do see a little bit of improvement on the positioning, but you just can't leave the opposing team's forwards just uncontested in front of the net. I mean, yes, what I liked during the game, aside from the penalty kill, was anytime they got close to Mac Black, you saw pushing, shoving, the Devils establishing their territorial position in front of the crease. I like that. But still, there's a lot more to do. I'm your host, Sam Wu. Going solo today. You got me on the Let's Go Devils podcast post game. So, as we did the Devils Happy Recap, the Happy Devils Recap is what we call. Daniel says more aggressive. Richard says no more, need more on ice communications. That's going to have to happen, Richard. I agree. This team is trying to finally gel after what has happened. Give it some time. I think they're going the right direction, but it needs to happen quickly because we got the Capitals, the Washington Capitals this weekend, back to back, which kind of sucks because they are a good team, but you can't leave Ovechkin wide open like that, like they did the last game. I can't even understand how you can leave these forwards open. I get it. You're trying to read. You're trying to be aggressive. There's all these plays, these defensive schemes. I get it. But as we talked about on the Woo Report earlier, it's time to say this stuff isn't working. We understand the circumstances. We got to get back to basics. Form a box in front of the crease and defend it. It's not that difficult. So I say, right now, this is a good victory. It snaps the 3-game losing streak. Maybe the Devils can gain a little momentum. They were on the road against the Buffalo Sabres. Thinking ahead right now. Shouldn't be doing that. So, YouTube Live. I see a lot of people on YouTube Live. I see Beer Baron on YouTube Live. He's helping out. We want the cup, Tony P says. Well, good. I like that. I like that winning attitude. I like that winning mentality. Whistler, off topic. Did you all see the Coast to Coast by Walsh? No, I did not. Send me the link. Whistler and YouTube Live. Let's go to Facebook Live right now. Caps are terrible, not scared, says Danny. Zacha, Bratt, Nico played the best. Ramona Rice. Well, yeah, let's go over the. Let's see if I can find here the 3 stars of the game. I'm not going to even say his name. The guy in Buffalo. Second star of the game, Jesper Bratt. And the first star of the game, number 37, Pavel Zacha. Woo! Nico scored, says Matt Junio. Bratt, nice goal, says Benny. I can't repeat what you said, Michael. But hey, try to keep everything clean, keep the hits clean. We try to keep it clean so it could be fine family programming. The Let's Go Devils podcast. All right, so I'm happy. You should be happy. You know what? It's going to take some time. I know it's an excuse. It sounds like an excuse, a cop-out. The Devils got lucky here, but also they did work for this victory. So what I would say, in my professional opinion, since I don't have Scotty here, he's just going to have to agree. Let's enjoy it. Let's rest up. Back-to-back games, Saturday and Sunday against the Washington Capitals, which would be huge. Then going into Tuesday at Prudential Center. Did you get your ticket, season ticket holders? Last chance. They go out to the general public tomorrow. Devils Islanders at the Rock on Tuesday. I don't know what the promotion is. Welcome back Tuesday. Shorts Guy and I will be on the road, physically distant, outside Prudential Center before the game. And we will be broadcasting live somewhere around the arena, outside of the arena. And if you see us, stay away 10 feet because we don't want to get near you physically, but we're going to be friends socially. So hello. I see a lot of comments. By the way, we are the most commented Devils. I'm sorry. We have most comments out of any Devils podcast in the history of New Jersey Devils podcasts. Yeah, that's true. But I will say something, and I want to go over something right now. Keep listening because I just got to put the graphic up for a couple seconds. I have to say something that I don't like the negativity amongst some fans, you know. So I introduce people like this parrot that I have, Toucan Sam, no relation. Toucan Sam is like the negative Devils fan. Vatanen screwed it up again. Power play goal. That's what goes through my head when I read all these messages, these comments on Facebook. It's like, same old Devils. Come on, folks. You got to have a winning mindset. All right. I want to start winning again, going into Prudential Center, where fans, for the first time in almost over a year, just a little under a year, seeing our New Jersey Devils. I think we should be very thankful that at least 10% capacity. It's a start. It's not perfect, but it's a start. Stop complaining. All right? Just stop complaining. Now, when I'm complaining about the penalty kill, I'm just, again, not really complaining. I'm just pointing out that you can't be leaving forwards time and time again in front of Mackenzie Blackwood where he's hung out to dry. You got to defend your goaltender. You know, I try to put a little bit of fun into this podcast that we have a Mac blackout right in front of that net, right? You want them to play the perimeter game. You don't want them to get in the slot where those high, dangerous, chances. I don't care if they shoot from the point. As long as that is a no fun zone right in front of the crease and the goaltender can see the puck and our goaltender is awesome because Mackenzie Blackwood is, I'll take my chances. But you got to worry about the forwards that are just skating in. I mean, at least put a body on them. if you need to, take a penalty to get him out of there. That's the only time I would ever say it's acceptable to have a penalty is if you are establishing position, establishing territorial rights in that slot area, which I have named the no fun zone because the other team can't have any fun there. It's kind of like at a bar. You have bouncers. You cross the line. Boom, you're out. That's what the slot area in front of the crease, in front of Mac Black should be at all times. Because once you establish that, life gets a little bit easier. That's my opinion. Craig Best says, Sam nailed it with the NFZ. Hey, shorts guy, we should have NFZ t-shirts, the No Fun Zone t-shirts. And all it is, it's just going to be a black rectangle in front of a crease. That's all it is. Another entrepreneurial idea from me, Sam Wu. Also, Beer Baron is saying hello to me in, he's probably saying hello to Toucan Sam. Beer Baron, where are you? You suck. Anyway. So, as we recap this, this wonderful night, it's a happy Devil's Thursday. Tomorrow, the Woo Report will probably start in probably the early afternoon, maybe mid-afternoon. Got some things to do. So have a late lunch with me, but also we will be for Devils post game this weekend against the Capitals. But I want you all to know, that we work hard behind the scenes of the Let's Go Devils podcast. We know who you are. You're all the Devils fans that talk to us. And we try to pass on some information. And also, congratulations to Doc Emmerich. Do you know what happened to Doc Emmerich? He was on a Zoom call, I believe, today with a lot of people. And Rob Manfred, MLB commissioner, came in as a surprise guest and gave Doc Emmerich that lifetime pass to any Major League Baseball game, like what Wayne Gretzky got. What a classy move. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We love Doc Emmerich, not just as Devils fans, but he's also a good friend of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Congratulations, Doc. Well deserved. And I'm sure he's wearing his Pittsburgh Pirates hat. He's ready to go. And you never know. Doc Emmerich could be watching this podcast. You never know. He is a good friend of the podcast. Just never know. But yeah, I mean, Benny says the boys worked hard tonight for the W, knowing that they got two tough ones this weekend. Great comment. Coastal, hashtag Devils Nation, Alaska, all day, all night until I die. Win or lose, still a diehard fan. I have a winning mind for my Devils. Great job. I agree. Alan, hey, thank you for joining us on the other podcast earlier today. Bring ball. He would knock them all in front of the net. Yes, well, you know what? Let the guy bulk up a little bit more. Chara took a little bit of time to get acclimated in the National Hockey League, but look at him now. He's still playing. And we get to face Chara twice this weekend, as he is now on the Washington Capitals. Matt Jr. says, got to go. Have a great night. Call me crazy. I like Tennyson's game. You know what, Danny? I actually like Tennyson. I know a lot of negative Devils fans be like, why is Tennyson here? But I'll tell you what, I actually like him. Carol Struck, you're watching. How you doing, Carol? So, yeah, Devils win. I also see Henrique comments. I don't think so. Yeah, I just used the cough button right there. See? I've been talking to myself. I've been talking to you on social media. Thank you, YouTube Live. I see Five Gum. Five Gum writes, YouTube Live loves Sam Wu. Thank you so much. You know, YouTube Live and I, in the beginning, there was a love-hate relationship. I loved them because they were Devils fans and they were commenting. I hated them because they hated me. But since the comments were disabled, it's almost like we hit the reset button on our relationship of our love of the New Jersey Devils and this fine programming called the Let's Go Devils podcast. Thank you very much. You can visit us on all of our social media pages, on Twitter at Let's Go Devils Pod. You can find us on Facebook Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast, YouTube Live, our YouTube channel Let's Go Devils, and on Twitch at Let's Go Devils Podcast. All right, well, we're going to be wrapping it up. I got a big day tomorrow. We got a big celebration tonight. Be safe, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing you, some of you, on Tuesday. But like I said, stay away from me for just now. Eventually, we'll be partying together. Eventually, we will be celebrating together. But for now, we're celebrating through social media as you are the extension of the Let's Go Devils podcast through a magical thing called the internet. Well, I want to thank all of you for joining me. I don't want to thank SiriusXM Liquid Metal for taking away Scotty from this fine programming today, but that's okay. We'll let it slide this time. Big shout out to Roger Allen Wade. He's been liking a lot of our posts in our Facebook group. Ramona, Omar, let's see what happened. A week ago, blah, 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 blah. You guys are chattering in the Facebook Live. Awesome. YouTube Live. Love you guys. Love you guys. Keep coming back. I'll be back on the Woo Report. Maybe I'll do a stand-up comedy routine. Ha 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 ha. Beer Baron's wife does everything, including his corny jokes. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Thank you, Beer Baron. Thanks, buddy. Till next time, enjoy the victory. Devils win 4-3 in overtime. Pavel Zacha, 3-point night. Let's go, Devils!